Hello everyone, this is Teacher Jane and our live stream class will start in 2 minutes. So make sure right now you already prepared a pencil and eraser so that later we can go through the topic together. Okay, so everybody. And also just now I sent a handout in the chat group. So if you already seen this one, you can also type it, print it out, or you can also just use the PDF version. Both are fine, okay? Or if you don't have printer at home, you can also just look at the screen, then do it with Teacher Jane with a black paper. That is also okay. So everybody, now get ready for the class. If you want to go to the toilet or if you want to drink water, then just take your time, okay? Hello. Hello everyone. Okay, it is 4 p.m. already, so everybody, let's get started. Today is the first lesson of our Sasmo preparation lessons. And then we can see today we have many old friends and new friends. So before we start, let Teacher Jane do a brief introduction about myself. I am Teacher Jane, and currently I am a P2 teacher in Think Academy. So in the following several months, I will be with all of you to go through with the Sasmo topics and prepare for the competition together. So firstly, we can see here is the calendar that how we can prepare for the Sasmo. We know it is a kind of competition, right? So maybe it could be a little bit challenging. I know some of the topic is much harder than what you learn in school, right? But no problem, everybody. Through the several months, Teacher Jane will be with all of you. Even if the question is hard, we can solve it together. So let's see. On the calendar, here are all the lessons that we will have together. That is in January. That is, today is January 6th, right? So this is the first live stream class. And on 13, 20, 27, we will also have some other lessons. In total, there are 4 lessons in January, and then we will also go through the key topics in the Sasmo test. And then in February, we will also have 3 more classes that is about the Sasmo core modules analysis. That is, in the classes, we will firstly talk about the questions, and then we will solve the problem together. Also on Tuesday, that will be on from 4 to 6 p.m. And then here in March, because the test is already coming soon, because currently we still cannot make sure when is the contest, because SMCC still haven't tell us officially. So approximately we will have a mock test on 21, 22, but later after we double check what exactly is the exam, then we will make sure how we can schedule. Okay, so firstly we can see here are some mock exam and analysis class, and then later we will also have in-person mock exam. Okay, so everybody get ready for Sasmo, and I believe all of you can do very well. Okay, so here is the contact of Teacher Jane. Here is my WhatsApp and my WeChat. If needed, you can just contact me and then join the Sasmo prep group. Okay, so everybody, Now, let's get started. Firstly, we can see this is the first week, right? And then we will talk about mastering models. Somebody may ask, oh, Teacher Jane, you already say model is quite important. Then why model is important? Today, we will talk about a lot of different topics that we can use the bar model. Bar model is our old friend, right? Okay, so somebody may ask, oh, Teacher Jane, why this one is our first topic? This is because you can see in past year, every year in the Sasmo, we will use this model. For example, in 2019, question 22, it is about this sum and difference problem. We need to use the bar model. Also in 2020, also the 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Every year, we need to use this model to help us solve the question. So this is super important, okay? So if you think this is very important, you can type 1 in the chat box, okay, everybody? Okay. Okay, so everybody. Then someone may say, oh, Teacher Dane, you just said the bar model is quite important. Then when do we need to use the bar model? And how can we use it? That is, everybody, let's see. When the question gives us at least 2 of this following information, then we can use the bar model. So everybody, take out your paper or your hand out, write it down. When do we need to use the bar model? That is when we have sum, difference, multiple relationship, at least 2 of them. There could be sum and difference, or sum and multiple, or even difference and multiple, or even sum, difference, multiple at the same time. Then we can use the bar model to help us. Okay, so everybody write down the note. I give you 30 seconds. Copy quickly. That is when the question gives us at least 2 of the following information. No need to copy all of them. It takes time, okay? You can just copy at least 2 and then write down these 3 words. Sum, difference, multiple. Okay, you want to go toilet? Okay, go quickly. Okay, everybody, if you finish your note already, please type 1 in your chat box, okay? Let me see. Okay, if you finish your note already, type 1 in the chat box. Okay, good job. Anybody need more time? Can type 2. Okay, good job, good job. Okay, then everybody, this time let's move on. Here we can see Pikachu has 4 hamburgers and Eevee has 2. Then how can we label sum and difference? What is their sum? Easy peasy. Quickly type in the chat box. What is their sum? How many? The sum of them. Sum is 2, everybody. Think about what is sum. Sum is the total, right? Okay, sum is 6. Good job. And then if we want to label, then we can just label a big bracket on the right side. You can imagine you just have all of them, right? And then we can see this is the sum. And then how about the difference? Type in your chat box. What is the difference between them? It's okay. Okay, everybody. Yes, the difference is 2. So everybody, when we want to label, then we just label the dotted line here. The dotted line on the left side. This means the same part that both of them have, right? Both of them has 2. Then you label this is the same part that both of them have. Then on the right side, this is the difference. That is, you can see Pikachu has 2 more than Eevee, right? Okay, then somebody may ask, oh, Teacher Jane, then when we have word problem, we need to draw all the hamburgers one by one? Of course, no need, right? So this time we will use our bar model to help. So everybody, we can see, is there a simpler way than drawing all the burgers? Then we just use a bar model. Firstly, we can write the character. The character is Pikachu and Eevee. Then I just label P and E for each of them. Everybody write down the note. How can we use the bar model? Copy the note in yellow color, this part, okay? The first step, write the characters. After you're done, type 1 in the chat box, okay? Write the characters. Then the second step, draw starting line. Draw starting line. And then the third step, longer bar for who has more, shorter bar for who has fewer. Okay, so because just now you can see Pikachu has more, then we just draw a longer bar, right? And then the fourth step, label the information, because just now we know their sum, we know their total difference, then we just label. Okay. Oh, sorry. Do you need more time to copy? Okay, click. Okay, copy this. Copy the 4 notes, okay? After that, can type 1 in your chat box. First step, write the characters. Second step, draw starting line. Or if you think there are too many words, you can just write character, line, and then draw bar, and then label information. Okay, these 4 words so that you can remember. Be careful about your handwriting, okay? Write neatly. Okay, good job. I see somebody say done. Okay, can we move on? Okay, this time let's try to solve some question together. This is a 2020 Sasmo P2 question. Okay, everybody, if you have this paper, it is also on the paper. It is the question 1, okay? So let's take a look. After we know the bar model, is it quite easy to solve this question? I give you 3 minutes. Try it by yourself first. Then we will talk about it together. Okay, so everybody, it is 4:11 now. We will go through this question at 4:14. Okay, take your time. 4:14. 3 minutes. Anastasia bought blue and red dress. The blue dress cost $100 more than the red one. She spent $100 in total. How much did the red dress cost? Okay, somebody already got the answer, right? Make sure you write the working and draw the model, okay? If you didn't draw your working, I will call your daddy and mommy, take picture and then send it to me quickly. Write a working. Okay, everybody. Equation, think about your model, and answer statement. This is a word problem. Okay, somebody already get the answer. You still have 1 minute. Take your time. Is there anybody found it hard? If you think it's super hard, then you type 6 in the chat box, okay? If you think you don't know, then you type 6 in the chat box. It's okay. Later, I'll teach you how to do. Okay, everybody, 3 minutes. Okay, so this time we can take a look at this question. Just now we say, when there are more than 2 of the relationship of sum, difference, and multiple relationship, then we can use the bar model to help us, right? So this time we can take a look. This word problem. Okay, so we can see a girl bought 1 blue and 1 red dress. The blue dress cost $100 more than the red dress. $100 more than. Everybody, what is this information about? Type in our chat box. Is it about the sum, or about the difference, or about the multiple? You can just type the first letter of the word. Is it about sum, or difference, or about multiple? $100 more than. Yes, good job. It is about the difference, right? I have how many more than you, you have how many fewer than me. This is about the difference. Okay, so we can see in this question, we get difference, right? Okay, and then another information that is about if she spent $110 in total. Okay, in total, what is this about? Type in your chat box. Sum, difference, or multiple. Spent $110 in total. In total. Yes, good job. This time is about the sum, right? Okay, so everybody, we can always remember, every time when we talk about the total all together or something, then we can think of the sum, right? And then how many more than, fewer than, this is about the difference. Okay, so this time in this question, we get 2 different information, sum and difference. So we can use the bar model to help us. Do you still remember what is our first step? Read the characters, right? In this question, are we comparing this girl with something, or yeah, we are comparing the blue and the red. So we can just label it here first, and then we can draw a starting line. Everybody, if you still haven't drawn the model, you need to draw it now, okay? Label the character and then draw a starting line. Draw a starting line. Then longer bar for more, shorter bar for fewer. Tell me, in this question, who has more? Type in the chat box. Blue or red? Which one has more? Which one costs more? Sorry. Longer bar for more, shorter bar for fewer. Yes, good job. Okay, so we can see blue one has more, right? So we draw a longer bar for blue, shorter bar for red. And then this time we need to label the information, right? We need to label the information. we already know their difference. We also know their sum. So this time what we need to do is just to firstly draw a dotted line here. And then this part, you see, I draw a big bracket, right? This one is about the difference or sum. Type in your chat box. This part. Yes, difference. This is the difference between them. It is $100. Everyone, if you have a label on your paper, okay? Don't be too lazy. And then we also know she spent $110 in total. Total, how can we label the total? Should I label it here? Am I correct? Yes or no? I draw another bracket like this. Am I correct? Or I label like this. This is the total. Am I correct? Yes or no? No, right? Okay. Just now we say when we want to label the total, we draw a big bracket on the right side, just like a heart, right? Okay, then we can see this is $110. Okay, so this time we need to write the equation and find how much the red dress cost. Okay, so just now we say here, the dotted line on the left side, it is about the same part that both of them have, right? That is, both the red and the blue cost this part. And on the right side, this is the difference. So on the left side, this and this, they are the same, right? So, okay, then can I just directly use the 110 divided by 2? No, we need to minus the difference first, right? That will be $110 minus $100 give us how many? How much? $10. Okay, so I think my answer is $10. Am I correct? Who think I'm correct? Yes, I saw some correct answers in the chat box. Am I correct? My answer is 10. I just got 10. No, this is because everybody, you can see after I cancel this 100, then the left part is for 2 small bars, right? So we can see 2 small bars equals 10. Then 1 is how many? How much? We just need to divide it by 2. Then we can have, that will be $5. Okay? So because this question, it is on word problem. So what we need to do is to write the answer statement, everybody. Answer statement, $5. And because this is about money, every time when we write the money, you need to write a dollar sign or the cent, okay? Everybody, this time, if you can understand, give me a big thumbs up. Okay, then you ready to move on to the next question? So actually, the bar model is not that hard, right? Okay, you already can solve the Sasmo P2 question. Everybody, you see? In the beginning, some of you may think, oh, it's a little bit challenging, but until now, you can already solve it by yourself. Then, this time, let's see question 2. Also on your hand up, okay? Also on this paper, let's take a look. I still give you 3 minutes first, and then we will go through the question together. Okay, so right now it is 4:21. We will get back at 4:24. So everybody do it by yourself first. After you're done, you can type in your chat box. Take your time. Okay, somebody already know the answer. Good job. Quite fast. Still have 1 more minute, okay? Somebody get a quite close answer, but not correct. Yes, this time correct. Good job. I saw some correct answers in the chat box. This time a little bit harder, right? Okay, everybody, time is up. Okay, only 3 minutes, so I know it's quite hard for some of you to finish, but no worries, everybody. Let's take a look at the question together. Okay, so firstly, let's read the question. Everybody, take out your pencil and let's underline the keyword together. Okay, keyword is usually the numbers. Let's see. Mr. Lee. Let's read it together, and when you read the keyword, you read it louder, okay? Mr. Lee sold 27 more curry puffs on Saturday than on Friday. Okay, so everybody, my first question is, the 27 more, is it some, difference, or multiple? Type in our chat box. The 27 more, is it some, difference, or multiple? Yes, this is about the difference, right? So you can label a small d on the right side. And then let's read it together. He sold, read it louder, 14 fewer curry puffs on Sunday than on Friday. Oopsie, seems like this time we have 3 characters, right? Okay, this time 14 fewer. Is it some, difference, or multiple? Type in our chat box quickly. Okay, somebody wanna go toilet? Go. Okay, go. 14 fewer. Is it some or difference or multiple? Yes, also difference. And then let's take a look. If Mr. Lee sold 475 curry puffs in the 3 days. Okay, tell me, 475, is it some, difference, or multiple? Type in our chat box. What is this? Quickly think about the 475. Yes, it is about the sum, right? Okay, so this time let's take a look. How many curry puffs did he sell on Friday? So we can see just now when we say, oh, if the word problem has more than 2 of the relationship, like sum, difference, multiple, then we can just use the bar model, right? So everybody, this time let's take a look. Our first step, think of the character. The first step is to label the character, right? And then what is the second step? Do you still remember? Draw a starting, tell me loudly, starting line. And then the third step, we need to draw longer bar for who has more, shorter bar for who has fewer. And then the fourth step, we need to label the information, right? So this time, let's do it step by step. So this time, somebody may ask, oh, Teacher Jane, I want to label the character, but I don't know who has more, who has fewer. But no worries, everybody. When we want to do the comparison, we have an old friend that is called as the magic arrow. Somebody may scream, I don't like magic arrow, but it's very, very helpful, okay? So everybody, we are comparing 3 of them, so we can see this is less or fewer. Oh, sorry, it should be fewer. On the right side, it is more. So let's compare. 27 more curry puff on Saturday and Friday. So if this is Saturday, tell me Friday should be on the left or on the right side? Friday should be on the left or right side? Somebody say I don't need. It will be better if you label it, okay? Okay, Friday should be on the left. Don't be too lazy, label on your paper, okay? And after you finish, you can also let your parent take a picture and send it to the chat group. And then Teacher Jane will check your work, okay? After you finish your handout in class. Okay, so everybody, we can see he sold 14 fewer on Sunday than on Friday. So we can see Sunday. Then this time we can see who has the least. Sunday, right? Okay, so this time we can label Sunday. Sunday. Oopsie, something happened to my pencil. And Friday. And then Saturday. Saturday has the most. And then we draw a starting line, shorter bar for fewer, longer bar for more. So Sunday has the least, then we draw the shortest bar, and then Friday we draw a longer one. Then for Saturday we can draw the longest one. Okay, and then everybody, this time let's label the information together. We sold 27 more on Saturday than on Friday. So everybody, listen. I want to draw the dotted line and then label it like this. This is 27. Who think I'm correct? Type 1. Who think I'm wrong? Type 2. Who think correct? Type 1. Who think wrong? Type 2. 27 more curry puff on Saturday than on Friday. Who think I'm correct? Type 1. Who think I'm wrong? Type 2. Why I'm wrong? This is 27 more. I'm confused. Okay, everybody, Teacher Jing is wrong. This is because you can see we are comparing who and who. Saturday and Friday, right? So if I label the line like this, then we are comparing the Sunday with the Saturday, right? Is this Saturday 27 more than Sunday? No. So when we are labeling the bar model, be very careful. This is 27. So if you got it wrong, erase it now and then do it again. Good job, everybody. So now you are more clear about this kind of question, right? Okay, and then everybody, let's see the next one. He sold 14 fewer on Sunday than on Friday. So this time I need you to label by yourself. Label by yourself. I give you 10 seconds, be quick. You firstly label where is the line. 14 fewer on Sunday than on Friday. Okay, let me tell you the correct answer. That will be here. This is 10. Who got it correct? Type 1. Oh, sorry. This is 14. 14 fewer. Okay. This time, if you got it correct, type 1. Okay, so everybody, we can see. We already labeled the difference already, right? Then we can see if Mr. Lee sold 475 on the 3 days, in these 3 days, then how many did he sell on Friday? So we can see here the total is 475. Then, how can we find like 1 unit? The 1 unit. We need to find what is here, here, right? They are the same part that all of them have. Everybody, I read my answer. You see, am I correct? Okay. I use 475 minus this 14 and then minus 27. If you think Teacher Jane is correct, type 1. If you think teacher Jane is wrong, type 2. Okay? If you think I'm correct, type 1. If you think I'm wrong, type 2. Why wrong again? Who think I'm correct? Nobody agree with teacher Jane? Okay, somebody agree with teacher Jane. Think I'm correct? Am I correct? 175 minus 14 minus 27. Then divided by 3, I can just get the unit. Am I correct? No, everybody be careful. Just now we say, if we want to find the whole unit, the unit. Okay, let me find a color, label it. Okay, the unit. I label in the color, blue color, okay? If I want to find the unit, then I need to cancel all this thing here, right? Because they are of no use. So we can see we need to minus the extra part for Friday first. This is 14, right? We also need to minus the extra part for Saturday, that is here. So is the difference between Sunday and Saturday is like 27 only? No, right? Because the difference between them is this part, this whole part. And we know this is 14, this is 27 on the right side. So actually, we need to minus 14 minus 27. This is for Saturday. This is for Friday, okay? So everybody be careful. Then we can get the answer that will be, calculate quickly. What is the answer? 420. So if we want to know the 1 unit, what we need to do is just to use 420 divided by 3, because this time 3 units, 3 blue parts equals 420, right? Then 1 unit is 140. So my final answer is 140. Am I correct? Also, no, because we are looking for Friday. Friday, we already know this part is 140, so we need to use 140 plus the 14, give us 154. And because this is a word problem, so we need to write the answer statement. The answer should be 154. All of you, this time, if you can understand, give me a big thumbs up. Okay, then everybody, I give you like 10 more seconds, then we will move on to the next page, okay? Everything until now good? All good? Somebody say no. Is it hard already? After the class, we'll have playback. So if you are interested, you can watch it again, okay? Okay, let's move on to the next question. This time, everybody, we can see we will talk about the multiple relationship. This time we can see, if I say Pikachu is 2 times that of Eevee, then Eevee is just a 1 unit. And then unit is usually appear at the back after the word of or as. This time we still need to use unitary bar model. We draw 1 unit first, then draw multiple units. So everybody, can I draw the model like this? Just now we say Pikachu is 2 times. Can I draw like this? No, everybody. We need to start from the same line. Like this, right? And then can I draw the bar like this? No, because you can see we need to use the same size to show the same number. Then can I draw like this? No, because we need to do it side by side like this. Okay, so this is the correct one. Then what we need to do is just to label the information. So everybody, you can see still the same. What we need to do is just to label the name and the starting line, then draw one unit, and then draw multiple units, then label information. Let's write down the notes together. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Only copy the parts that I underlined, okay? Name and line, one unit, then multiple unit, and then information. Okay, you can go toilet quick, okay? Can we move on? Okay, this time let's take a look at the question. Once you look at the clock, I realized the number of hours has passed since midnight. Midnight is 0, right? Or you can say 24, was 3 times the number of the hour remaining until noon. Noon is 12 o'clock, right? What time did the clock show? So everybody, we can see in the whole morning, there are 12 hours in total. So actually, we already know the total, right? This is the sum. And then we also know the time has passed is 3 times that of the remaining part. So this time we are comparing the time has passed with the remaining part, right? Okay, so everybody, let's write down the character first. The time has passed is 3 times that of the remaining. We label the name, label the starting line. And then the second step, do you still remember what is that? Tell me together. Yes, label the 1 unit. And then we label the multiple units. In this question, the 3 times is just the multiple units, right? So we can label 3 times, 3 units like this. And then we also know the total is how many? 12 hours in the morning, right? Okay, so everybody, this time we can see 4 units. 4 units is 12, right? Then how can we find 1 unit? Plus, minus, times, or divide? Division, right? Share equally. So what we need to do is just to use 12 divided by 4, give us how many? Type in your chat box quickly. Times table. 3. Okay, so that means all the units here are 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, so what time did the clock show? So we know how many hours have passed. 3 times 3, right? 9 hours has passed since midnight. So what is the time now? Yes, write the answer statement. That will be 9 o'clock. Understand? Give me a big thumb up. Is it hard? Somebody say no. Okay, until now, all good? Okay, so this time you can see it is multiple and sum, right? Sum and multiple relationship. Okay, good job. Then this time, let's move on. Question 4. Question 4. It is at the back. Then we can see this time. When 24 is added to a number, do we know this number now? Yes or no? Don't know, right? The result will be the same as the number is multiplied by 3. So we can see the number in the beginning at the start. It is a number. And then later, after we plus 24, it will become the same as the number multiplied by 3. So actually, what we are comparing is the number in the beginning with the number later after the changing, right? So this time, how can we label the character? Yes, that is the number at the start and the number later. What happened to the number later? Just plus 24, right? So we can see the number is getting bigger we can see 1 unit is the start, at the start. And the number later is 3 times that of the start. So we need to draw how many bars? Tell me together. Type in your chat box. How many bars do we need to draw? Okay, somebody say 3. 3 bars. Okay, I draw 3 bars. 1, 2, 3. Am I correct? Am I correct? I draw 3 bars. Am I correct, everybody? No, this is too huge, right? Okay, we need to draw the same size, right? Okay, so everybody, let's see what we need to do is just to draw the same size. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this time we can see later the number is 3 times that of the number in the beginning, right? And we also know the difference between them because you can see we added 24 to this number, right? So the difference between the number at the beginning with the number in the end is 24. Okay, so everybody, we can see 24 is what? This is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit. So actually 24 is 2 units, right? So this time we can see 2 units is 24. Then 1 unit is how many? 24 divided by 2, split half and half. 24 half and half, what is that? 12. Okay, so we can see this number should be what? Answer is 12. Understand? Give me a big thumbs up. Yeah, somebody say 12 and 36. The correct answer should be 12. This is because we want to know what is the number in the beginning, right? The question didn't ask us what is the number in the end. We say when the 24 is added to a number. And we want to know what is this number, okay? Everybody, do you need more time or we can move on? If you think we can move on, then type 1 in your chat box. If you think your brain cannot handle already, then you type 2 in your chat box. Is it hard? Who think until now all good? Until now all good? Okay, toilet, then you can go. Go. Give you 10 more seconds, then we move on to the last question today, okay? Okay, everybody, this time. Just now, we just talk about some difference, multiple relationship. This time, still the same, but we will level up a little bit because this time we not only know the relationship, there are also some changing that happens. For example, everyone, you can see this is Pikachu, this is Eevee. Teacher Jane is so hungry, so let's see what happened. Be careful, let's see what happened. Teacher Jane just ate one cake from both of them. So let's take a look. The difference between them, has it changed? Yes or no? Won't change, right? The difference won't change. Still 4. But they cry, oh, Teacher Jane, why you eat my cake? I'm so sad. And then Teacher Jane just bought another cake. I bought some cake, the same number of cake for each of them. So everybody, let's remember the difference now is 4, right? Let's see what happened. You ready? Okay, I bought 2 cake for each of them. So you tell me, what is the difference between them now? Still 4. Will it change? The difference, will it change? No, never change, right? So everybody, we can see when we increase or decrease, that means when we have more or fewer by the same number at the same time, the difference never change. Okay? Everybody, let's write down the notes together. When we plus or minus same number, difference never change. Okay, you just copy teacher Jane's one, will be fine. Difference never change. When we plus or minus same number, difference never change. After you're done, type 1 in the chat box. When plus or minus same number at the same time, difference never change. I'll wait until 50, okay? It is 49 now. Plus or minus same number, difference never change. Okay, good job. Too quick. I'll be slower, sorry. Yes, difference never change. Okay, 15 now. So everybody, show me your hands like this. Make sure this gap here, okay? A hand is taller, another one is lower. Okay, so everybody, we can see when we get higher at the same time, will the difference change? Never. And then when we go lower at the same time, will the difference change? No, never change. Well, go higher, will it change? Never. So you always remember when you go taller, go higher or lower at the same time, the gap, the difference between them never change. This is super important. Okay, so this time, let's see. Let's level up. This is a P3 Sasmo question. Let's see whether you can handle it already. Okay, everybody, this time let's read the question together because I know it's hard already. So this time let's do it together, okay? Let's read it. A toy store has 43 yo-yos in the first box, 23 yo-yos in the second box. So maybe this time the characters are the first box and the second box, right? And then if we know 43 and 23 already, then we can calculate their sum and their difference by ourselves, right? Can you tell me what is their sum now? What is the sum now? Type in our chat box. 43 plus 23, 66. And then what is their difference now? What is their difference now? 20. Okay, you already know their sum and difference, right? And then let's see. After a week, an equal number, be careful, equal number, you see, same time, equal number of yo-yo from each box was sold. Equal number of yo-yos from each box was sold. So you can tell me, will the difference change? Show me your two hands. Will the difference change? Yes or no? The difference. Equal number of yo-yo from each box was sold. Will the difference change? No, never change. So tell me, what is their difference now? What is their difference now after we solved some of them? Still 20. Can you understand this? Give me a big thumbs up. Equal number was solved. The difference never changed. It is still 43 minus 23 is 20. This is their difference. Okay? It's okay. Then everybody, let's see. The number of yo-yos in the first box was then 5 times as many as the number of yo-yos in the second box. How many yo-yos were left? So we want to know how many yo-yos were left in the end, right? So I have a question. This time we know their sum in the beginning. Sum in the beginning is how many? 66. We also know their difference in the beginning and in the end. And we also know 5 times in the end. Oh, so confusing, right? Because you see, sometimes the sum is in the beginning, sometimes the difference in the end. Then very confusing. So we need to make sure we use the information at the same time. No matter you find the number in the beginning or in the end, make sure the sum and difference are happening at the same time, right? Okay, so everybody, we can see. Because we want to know how many yo-yos were left. So this time we need to label after a week, after sold. The information is what? So everybody, let's see. The sum after the yo-yo were sold should be how many? In the beginning, we get how many yo-yos? 43 plus 23 equals 66, right? And then, do we know their sum after they are sold? Seems to know. Okay, so this time, can we use their sum and multiple relationship? Seems quite confusing, right? But everybody, don't forget that this time we know this is 5 times, right? So actually this time we can use the multiple relationship instead. Multiple. We know this is 5 times, right? So we can see the first box will be 5 times as many as the second box. So we can just label who is the 1 unit. Second box. Because first box is 5 times that of the second one, right? So first one, the first box, we need to draw how many? 5. Okay, be careful. Let's draw it together. We need to draw 5 small bars. Okay, then everybody, we already labeled the multiple relationship, right? And then the difference, we also know their difference. Okay, so it seems like this time, the sum relationship, we don't even need to use it, right? Okay, the difference is how many? 20. So we can label the difference here. That will be 20. Okay, so everybody, we can see, how can we find the 1 unit? We know this is 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit, 1 unit. So for the difference part, 4 units is 20. Then how can we find 1 unit? 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So we can see. We want to know how many yo-yos were left in total. That means we want to know what is all of this. All of this, there are how many units in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units, right? We know 1 unit is 5. Then 6 units should be 6 times 5. Type in the chat box quickly. 30. So we can see what is the answer to this question. That should be E. none of the above. That means A, B, C, D, all of them are wrong. The correct answer is none of the above. Okay, understand? Good job, everybody. So this is all for today's class. So we can make a summary here. That is, today we talk about sum and difference, and also the multiple relationship. We can use the bar model to help us solve the question. And then, everybody, after the class, I will send you a homework. Don't be scared. There's only 5 questions, okay? What you need to do is just to complete all the questions, the 5 questions, before Thursday, 7 p.m. And then let your parents submit through the link, or you can submit by yourself, okay? Through the link that is sent in our WhatsApp or WeChat group, okay? Make sure you do your homework so that Teacher Jane will know which question that is easily to get wrong. Then next week I can teach you how to do, okay? So everybody, make sure you do your homework in time and then submit through the link. Okay? Do you think you can do it? Then you type 1 in the chat box. Promise? Okay, complete before the deadline. Later, I will just send it to the chat group. You can do your homework right now, right? Just after the class, because right now you are very familiar with it. Okay, everybody, type 1 in the chat box. Why this time you don't want to type 1? Okay, do your homework, okay? Okay, so that is all for today's class. See you next Tuesday. Bye-bye. If you still get confused with some of the topic, some of the question, you can watch the playback, okay? All of you did very well today. I know the question is a little bit hard, but I'm so happy to see all of you very, very carefully. Bye-bye. See you next week and Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Submit your homework, okay? Bye-bye.